A very good evening to you and welcome to London. The pre-election rhetoric was divisive, the campaigning uncompromising, with violence being a real threat. In the news today, devastating storms and tornadoes as record-breaking rainfall hits Oklahoma and Texas. Thousands are evacuated and at least a dozen are missing. Exactly a year ago, the world lost one of its greatest men, and his name, Nelson Mandela, will no doubt continue to inspire change in South Africa for many years to come.
Perish the ideal of a new South Africa.
U.S. Defense Secretary Ashton Carter blames the fall of the town Ramadi less on ISIS militants and more on the Iraqi troops who were supposed to oppose them. Now, what can the U.S. government do apart from blaming those fighters, those soldiers who are running away? What do we need to do now to see some solid change?
They're projecting upwards of 500,000 jobs by 2018.
Wow, okay. And I see one of the other things on the list, and my mother always told me to become an accountant. The money's there, she said. There are civil rights protests on the streets of South Carolina tonight after a white police officer gunned down an unarmed black man, killing him as he ran away. Now, sometimes a man needs his space, right? And sometimes a man can carelessly launch an international terrorism scare in his quest for space. As predicted by many research polls, Republicans seem set to maintain control of the House of Representatives, even with a bigger margin than before this time around.
This is one of our darkest days.
So it's clear that Baltimore wants answers. I'm going to start talking so you can hear what they say. Lots of people don't know Freddie Gray. All we know is that he was chased down by police. You're a close friend. Tell us who he was. What was his personality like?
He was funny. He was down to earth.
All right, thank you very much. Be safe. Don't be violent. Hundreds of people have shown up at the Emmanuel AME Church to pay tribute to Pastor Clementa Pinckney. This is where he preached for years. This is also where he was killed. Lots of gospel music echoing through the streets of Charleston, people saying their final goodbyes to a great man. Charleston, the forgiveness aspect that people are talking about.
Forgiveness is important, but some of it's premature.
It's good to see that people are forgiving, that they want unity, but Charleston has a history of racial division. It certainly wasn't all kumbaya, wasn't it?
Well, I would argue that
I'm Shahan Ramkisoon in Charleston.